Ever had a gadget break down on you, but then found a clever new use for it? Well, that's exactly what's happening 140 million miles away on Mars. Our plucky little helicopter, Ingenuity, just got a surprising second life after a rough landing. But that's not all. We've got Martian treasure hunts, space moss that puts your houseplants to shame, and some big what-ifs about our red planet dreams. So, grab your favorite snack and settle in. We're about to take a journey that'll make that summer road trip you've been planning look like a quick run to the grocery store. Remember Ingenuity, our favorite Martian helicopter? Yeah, the one that took a nasty tumble when its rotors snapped during a rough landing in January. Poor thing.
It is bittersweet that I must announce that Ingenuity, the little helicopter that could, and it kept saying, I think I can, I think I can. Well, it has now taken its last flight on Mars. As it was coming down for landing, at least one of its carbon fiber rotor blades was damaged.
We all thought Ingenuity's time was up after a rough landing in January, but this tiny copter defied the odds. It flew way more than its planned 5 flights. In fact, it flew 72 times. Talk about overachieving. Even though it's grounded, NASA isn't giving up on our little rotor-headed friend. They've just given Ingenuity a new mission, turning it into a long-term data station. Imagine this. Every day, Ingenuity wakes up, snaps a picture, and takes all sorts of measurements with its fancy sensors. It's like a tiny Martian weatherman, but way cooler and probably less chatty. All that data is stored in Ingenuity's memory, which could hold up to 20 years of information, a goldmine for future space explorers. The only problem is we don't yet have access to that data. We'll need a future mission, maybe a robot or even a human astronaut, to swing by and pick it up. All right, while Ingenuity is busy being Mars's most dedicated data collector, let's shift gears and see what Curiosity's been up to. Spoiler alert, it's not just sipping Martian lattes. This rover's been on a mission to uncover Martian mysteries, one rock at a time. So you can stay connected with the latest update in space news, we invite you to subscribe to the channel. Also like and share this video and let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. The plucky little rover has been exploring the red planet since 2012, and it just stumbled upon something truly unexpected. On May 30th, Curiosity rolled over a rock and bam, it cracked open to reveal something never seen before on the red planet. Yellow sulfur crystals. Yep, you heard that right. Imagine finding a field of bright yellow rocks on Mars. Talk about a golden ticket. Curiosity found what looks like an entire field of these sulfur crystals, and it's like stumbling upon a Martian treasure chest. Not just any sulfur, but elemental sulfur. That's pure sulfur, not mixed with other materials. This is the first time we've spotted it on Mars, and it's a big deal. Now, why should we care about sulfur? Well, while sulfur might remind you of rotten eggs, yuck! But the sulfur found by Curiosity is the odorless, elemental kind, the fancy, non-stinky version. It's the first time this type of sulfur has been discovered on Mars, and it's got scientists scratching their heads. Since October 2023, Curiosity has been cruising through Gediz Vallis channel, a place carved by ancient floods and landslides, and also which is rich in sulfates, a type of salt that forms when water evaporates. But this pure sulfur, it's a whole different story and just one chapter in the epic saga of Mars exploration. Here's a fun question for you. If you could discover anything on Mars, what would it be? A Martian pizza joint? Alien pets? Drop your wildest ideas in the comments. All right, let's get back to the good stuff. You're not going to believe what else Curiosity has been up to on the red planet. The rover has been climbing up the 5-kilometer or 3-mile tall Mount Sharp, studying the different layers of the mountain to learn about Mars's ancient history. Curiosity has found evidence of both ancient floods and landslides in the Gediz Vallis channel. Some rocks have been rounded by water, while others are more angular, likely deposited by dry avalanches. The rover has even drilled its 41st rock sample, trickling the powdered rock into its instruments, and is now off to explore more of the channel. While the sulfur rocks were too brittle for sampling, Curiosity managed to drill into another rock nicknamed Mammoth Lakes. The rover sent the powdered rock for analysis using its onboard laboratory. Now, scientists are eagerly waiting to see what secrets this new sample will reveal. Speaking of amazing finds, while Curiosity is busy uncovering Martian mysteries, there's a whole new player in town that's making waves, or should I say, growing green. Let's switch from rocks and rovers to moss that might be the key to our Martian future. Spoiler alert, it's not your average garden variety. This moss isn't your average backyard variety though. This super tough moss, Syntrichia caninervis, is like the Chuck Norris of plants. It can handle Antarctica's cold and the Mojave Desert's scorching heat without breaking a sweat. By the way, have you seen a baby flamingo? Now back to the moss. Researchers think it could survive on Mars. They found that it could survive temperatures as low as -80 degrees Fahrenheit or -60 degrees Celsius on Mars and withstand intense radiation and near-complete dehydration. Talk about a plant with some serious grit. This moss isn't just about survival. It's a potential game-changer for future Mars missions. The Martian surface is a harsh and unforgiving environment, with an average temperature of -80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about -62 degrees Celsius. The atmospheric pressure is 100 times less dense than Earth's, and the atmosphere is composed of 95% carbon dioxide. The moss could provide the essential building blocks for sustaining human life on Mars by efficiently converting carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and carbohydrates. It could help transform the red planet's environment, making it more Earth-like. It may pave the way for other plants to grow. Imagine a future Mars with fields of Martian moss, a breathable atmosphere, and maybe even some Martian tomato plants. From a helicopter-turned data-collecting machine to a rover discovering Martian treasures, and even the possibility of life-saving moss, Mars is keeping us on our toes. But have you ever wondered what could have happened if we had landed on Mars way back in the 70s? Or what if NASA's Apollo missions didn't stop at the moon? Dive into this alternate history and explore the incredible plans from the past where we uncover visionary ideas that could have changed the course of space exploration.